with you.
I've tried to.
All right, we'll see if anybody,
Copy link.
and then let me open the live chat. Right there, live
It won't
chat.
let me comment or anything.
It won't let you chat?
No. Okay.
Let me
Just
close
have
this
good-
one. Close this one. Quit this one. Wirecast. Quit this one. Don't save. Okay. See if it can now. All right. People have made it. So it's chat is available now. Okay. Hi. Hey guys. Sorry for the problems. I'm coming to you from my phone because I apparently don't know how to use the new software that I was trying to stream from. I need to do some practice ones somehow. I'll have to figure it out. I don't know how to do it practice. I'll do it over the weekend or something. And let me just send a little message right here. Why can't I do this? All right. It's really hard for me to do two things at once. Where were we? Is this any better? Am I buffering any less? Can you guys see me better? Let's see. All right. Sorry, I'm getting a Facebook message from somebody who's saying the chat is disabled. So I'm trying to open it on the laptop and let her know that it's working for you guys. So, okay, so it's not buffering as bad. That's the good news. We've got 3 people. Leslie, you left a comment in there telling everybody to come over?
I couldn't access the chat on the other video. That was the issue.
Oh, because it's not live anymore.
Yeah.
So hopefully they'll figure it out. Okay. Let me tell her. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Okay, here we go. Okay, Kathy, you found us. I was just trying to send you a message. Hi. Ugh, tech problems. Hopefully everybody else who was on the other one will pop in. So if you're here, please tell me who's here. Who's watching? I saw Jenna's here. I saw Kathy's here. Sammy and Vicky are here. Who else is around? Leslie, probably you. Because
Me.
it says 4 people. Hi. So what we were talking about on the other live was that Leslie and I had started watching a video, interviews with 100-year-olds and what do they regret from their life. And we hadn't got very far into it. Oh, and I'm having my red nose issues again. That's probably stress related. Just ignore it. Just call me Rudolph, whatever. So my question to you is, what dreams do you have and what do you think when you look back on your life from life's end, what will be things that you might regret if you had not done? And so Leslie and I had talked about maybe traveling. We would both like to travel more. She'd like to see all 50 states, and I would like to visit some other countries. Oh, I know. One time I went to a funeral. I was actually working. I was interpreting a funeral for a family member of the deceased person, and every person who got up to speak about the woman who had died, she was a mom, grandma, aunt to many. Everybody who got up said, I know you might think you were her favorite, but really I was. And almost everyone who got up there said that. And I just decided I want to be the kind of person who makes everybody feel like they are my favorite. I want to show true love and true kindness and give my full attention to those that I'm with. So all you guys who are watching tonight, you're my favorites. Just don't tell the others. All right, and Kathy, can I use your phone for comments, please?
Sure.
Or you know what? I might actually be able to pop out, watch it on here if I can get it up and get comments to scroll. So we'll try that. I think it was Kathy said she would like to backpack the John Muir Trail, which is actually beautiful. Now wait, I want to make sure. Is the John Muir Trail in like the Yosemite area? I think it might be. And look at this. There's the chat. Let's pop it out. Let's change it to all messages. And then
Hello,
chat.
Jane.
Hello, hello. So glad you're here. All right, now we're rocking and rolling. But I need to stop that one because I don't want to watch that. I just want that part of it. Okay. All right. Kathy's done almost everything else. Okay, so who else? What are you doing? And what would you like to do? And Anne's just joining us. All right. So Zach is playing with the kiddos because he was at work all day, and I'm enjoying some YouTube time. Nice. So what do you guys think? What are some things that you would like to do? What is that shadow? What's that thing up there on the wall? Sorry, you guys are looking at my nose. Maybe I can raise this up a little bit. Change the angle. Hopefully not knock anything off.
I might like to try scuba diving. Not quite sure how I feel about bungee jumping. It won't go like that. You tilted it too much.
Did I tilt it too much? Wait, maybe not. Maybe not. Mount Whitney to Yosemite. Yes, that's what I was thinking. That was up in the Yosemite area. Because a lot of stuff up there is named for John Muir. And Vicky would also like to travel. I think that's a common one that people wish that they could do more of. What else?
I don't know. Might be cool to go to all the different Disney locations.
It's too much expensive for me. I'm a little bit over Disney. What?
You have a nose, but you...
Did I get it?
Yeah.
I'm real, folks. I'm authentic here. You get the real deal when you talk to us on Wednesdays. Because there ain't no editing stuff out. There ain't no editing stuff out. All right. So we also talked a little bit about Memorial Day weekend and what we did. I was working in my garden. Hello, Becky from Kansas City. How are you? Thanks for joining us. Are you guys getting the storms going through today like we are down here in Ava? We got some pretty bad ones that rolled through a little while ago. Leslie and I went and saw the Aladdin movie.
We did. The new one.
Yep. So how would you rate it, Les? What would you say?
I would say, and this is personally, not as good as the animated, but better than the Disney version, the live one at California Adventure, which has now become live Frozen.
Okay, interesting. I would say it was about a 3-tier. 3 times I had to wipe my eyes during the movie. There were some good teary-eyed moments. I think it's gonna be hard for Will Smith to compare to the Robin Williams genie. The Aladdin and Jasmine were good, I thought. I thought the special effects were really good.
They were
The CGI was amazing, very realistic.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say we enjoyed it. It was a good afternoon together.
Very good.
And we took my mom, and it was a good one. My mom hasn't been to the movie theater in a long time, so it was a good one to take her to. She enjoyed it a lot.
Yes. I do have to say they did an excellent job with the cinematography and all that.
It was beautiful.
It's the genie. The genie sticks me.
Yeah, it's a little bit hard. A little bit hard to get past the genie. Although Will Smith
He did an excellent job.
Yeah, it's just not Robin Williams.
No.
And so, for those of you who didn't watch my last video that came out on Saturday, it was big changes in the garden. Or if you did even, where the garden next to my house, we spent Monday, I had covered it all in plastic, hoping most of it would die out because it was weeds, like big honking weeds. And so I didn't have the plastic on it super long. And it needs to go down the other way.
No, that's down.
That's where we're at.
My
I've
phone is
seen
showing
more
more
comments.
comments.
Yeah. Oh, maybe because I closed that other window. I'm a dork sometimes. Okay. So we'll just do this. Okay. So the garden. We're going back to the garden. Sorry I got scattered, ladies and gentlemen who are watching. So I put down plastic in it, hoping to kill it off, but I didn't really have it on there as long as I needed to. I needed that plastic down like 3 weeks ago so that I could have pulled it off and planted right away. But what we did do is put down paper feed bags, cardboard, mulch. We got a fence up out of some materials that you'll have to wait and watch the video that's going to come out probably next Saturday or Monday. And I had a special visitor who came up, another homesteading YouTube channel who came up and spent the day working in my garden. She saw the video where I was with Natalie in California, and I said, I haven't even got my garden in yet, and she shot me a text and said, hey, can I come up next week and help you do some work in your garden? And I said, yes, please, and thank you very much. And so she did, and she was a workhorse. I mean, she is a powerhouse. She has worked and worked and worked. It was 90-something degrees, hot and humid, and it was about a 3-hour drive from her, so that might give you an idea. You got a big radius to pick from. But she just came up and helped me work in the garden, and it was absolutely lovely of her to do that, and we got so much done, much more than I would have been able to do on my own. So now my garden is ready for planting as soon as I can find a few hours when I'm at the farm and it's not storming. We've been having storms just about daily, except for that day it didn't. It was nice.
Guess what?
Chicken butt.
It's 20 days till I leave.
Do you leave? Why do you do this to me on camera?
So
20
the
days
recording
till she
is
leaves.
for everyone else.
20 days, guys. And I saw a question. Somebody asked, nope, that's not how you do it. There you go. Sorry, I have to come over here and scroll. Hey, Mama Grows, thanks for joining. A new wall hanging in the background. Okay, so we do our lives from the church nursery. And that is
The same one that's
the same one. I think the camera is probably just lower or something, a different angle. I'm using a different device than I have been. I'm streaming from my phone right now. I got a laptop. I got a hand-me-down laptop from Chris. He got a steal of a deal laptop off Facebook Marketplace. So he upgraded. I got his hand-me-down, and I've been trying to learn to use the streaming software from the laptop, and the past 2 weeks, and it's been a nightmare. Last week it took me, I was like 15 minutes late to live stream, and today it was buffering and having issues. So I'm from my phone now. I used to use an iPad, which I might go back to, because it
seems
was
to
easier.
just work easier for you.
Yes.
It's tap a button, take a picture.
Yeah, pretty much. So that's where we're at. That's where my garden's at. Getting ready to breed a couple rabbits together. So I need a couple more nesting boxes, and I need to start building some grow out tractors. When we have bunnies, we will tractor them on pasture or lawn, depending. Clover grows everywhere.
Then Deb wouldn't have to mow as much.
And I did a thing last Friday.
What thing did you do last Friday?
Bought some chicks.
Why'd you buy some chicks?
Because they're
Don't you
cute
have
and
chickens?
fluffy.
They're cute and fluffy.
And ducklings.
And ducklings.
And 4 turkey poults.
And 4 turkeys. What are we gonna do with all these birds?
We'll see. I mean, there's some rare breeds. The rare breed chicks were on sale when I stopped at the hatchery, so I snatched up a half a dozen of them. And the turkeys are gonna go to freezer camp once they're full grown.
In my belly.
In my belly. When you come home from college.
Yep.
We'll have a turkey for you.
Break in September.
Well, they won't be full grown by then. They won't be butchered.
What about December?
Well, they might be. I don't know.
Do I get a Christmas turkey?
Probably we might do Christmas turkey. So we've got that going on, and a couple ducklings because they're cute. And the garden and the rabbits and the other chicks. You got runner ducks? I saw them, Anne. I'm afraid they'll run from us. Like, I have a hard enough time tracking down our ducks that we have to get them back in the pen. I can't imagine if I had the runner ducks. But I can't wait to see them when they're grown and on your channel and watch them run, because they don't waddle. They run like. I haven't
I
seen
don't
them.
know. Those ones might go after Oakley even more than Mr. Quackers.
Yeah, Mr. Quackers likes to play with my dog, or Chaser. Mr. Quackers thinks he owns all the water on the homestead. So when we let them out in the morning, they go and they check out their pool, and then they go around and they check out the chicken water, and then they go over and they check out the chicks' water, and anywhere that there's water, they pretty much play in it. Your ducks stay in with your chickens? I didn't put my ducks in with my chickens. I could have, but because of the shape of our coop, like it's just an A-frame with roost on each side. I was afraid the ducks would get pooped on at night because they would be on the floor. They wouldn't roost with the other chickens. So we've got that going on.
And they like to lay on the floor, and we'd have no way of getting the duck eggs.
Yeah, it's our coop. We can't really go in it. We collect the eggs from the back. But they would probably lay out in the grass somewhere.
And then we'd have to hunt it down.
Yeah, but now they lay in their little house that they have. We're hoping that they will sit and have more ducklings. Chris says our ducks own all the water on the farm. That's how they act, for sure.
And they go check the cow water, even though they can't get it.
Do they really?
Yes.
Oh, I haven't
They
seen
go
it,
over there. They hang out by it. I guess they hope for the cows to drop some feed or something interesting.
I don't know.
They used to go check out that pig pond.
Mm-hmm.
Nastiness.
Yeah, the ducks wander pretty far. Your ducks got mean? Really? That's interesting. Our ducks are not mean. They're probably my favorite of our farm animals right now.
They're not as
I don't know,
friendly
those
as
are
the
the bunnies.
chickens, but they just kind of keep to themselves.
They do. And they go far afield eating bugs and stuff too. They go up. I mean, they probably have the biggest roaming area, which surprises me because I really thought our guinea hen would roam more than she does, but she sticks close to the house.
I think it's just because she's with the chickens all the time, so
Yeah,
she
maybe.
just stays with them.
She might just think of herself as a chicken. She was raised with chickens. Hey, Rebecca's in the house. Hi, thanks for joining. So let's see. Oh, so this Saturday coming up. So do you guys remember on May 1st, we had that big flood that came through? And, hello, Carthera. I hope I'm saying that right. Thanks for joining. We had that big flood that came through on the 1st of May, and it washed sticks and sand and who knows what into the pasture. So this Saturday, we are having a pasture cleanup day, and some friends are going to come over and walk the pasture with us. And basically, if there's anything bigger than your finger, like sticks or branches or barbed wire even gets washed up there sometimes. We have
a fish once.
Once we found a
really
fish.
big fish.
Yeah, that was after that big flood 2 years ago. Anything like that has got to be cleaned out of the pasture so that they can hay it. Otherwise, that will get in the machine, the hayer that comes through and cuts the hay, the mower, I guess. It'll break the blades and stuff, and so we got to walk through. And basically, you just fan out. Like, think of like if you've watched search and rescue shows where everybody has like their path and they're responsible for everything in that path, and they're looking for whatever somebody might have dropped or clothing or evidence. It's that same kind of thing. You fan out beside the truck and everybody's got their little path, and you pick up all the sticks and stuff. And so that's what we're going to spend our Saturday doing. So if anybody's in the Ava area and wants to come pick up sticks Saturday morning, shoot me a message on Facebook and I'll give you directions. We will feed you lunch. I don't know what time we'll be starting. It will depend on weather, probably, but probably we'll want to start around 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock before it gets too hot, because on the days there is no storms, it gets hot really fast, and it's been humid lately. So that's what we're doing this coming Saturday, because the fields around us, they have started haying already, so we've got to get it picked up. If there's a lot of sand and rocks, then we won't be able to hay that section of it. Fortunately, it didn't get the whole pasture this time. It got like a diagonal swath across it, but it came up pretty high. I had that video that I showed you guys where it came up all the way to the fence by the old horse pasture. So we're gonna do that so they can get to hang it. So if they can't hang it, so if there's rocks and stuff that, or the sand, if the sand has ruined it, then we will put electric fencing up there, and then we'll graze the cows. So the grass will not go to waste, but it would be great if we could get it put up for winter, especially since 2 of our heifers at least are pregnant. 3 went to the bowl, but we think only 2 came back pregnant. We're not 100% sure. We didn't have them vet tested. And since we're going to have calves over winter, we're going to need more hay than normal. The mama's going to need more hay to produce milk for the babies. So we're hoping to get a good hay yield. And half of our hay goes to the mowers. They come with their really, really expensive equipment, and they work 3 or 4 days, hard, long days out there mowing, raking, and baling, and then they take half the hay home with them. So it's a pretty sweet deal. Those, I was really surprised. One of our neighbors, his dad got a new tractor, and it was like $130,000 or something. I mean, you could buy a house and land for the price of a tractor. It's amazing how much the tractors can cost. And I don't know necessarily that the ones that our neighbors are, that are people who do our haying, that theirs cost that much, but they're very expensive. And so it's a pretty sweet deal if you can find someone to mow it and then share the hay. And when my dad was alive, he would work with them doing haying in exchange for the mowing as well. So we have that coming up, and bunnies, and and then also last weekend, Chris and we had dinner at one of our friends' houses here in town, not in town, here in the community, and they own a homesteading business, and so we made a video, and that'll be coming out soon too. And they're a really sweet family, and they have a really awesome business, and I'm gonna try to get them to give you guys a discount. So I need to talk to them about that, because they told me that I could select a couple products from their web store, and I'm gonna talk to them about maybe getting one product and then a discount code for you guys. So we'll try and work out a deal like that, and that video will be coming out probably this weekend also. So lots in the works here. How are we doing on time, Les? What's the time right now?
The time is not even 6 o'clock.
Almost, so we only have 15 minutes left. All right, I haven't seen many chat coming through.
Wait, tapped the wrong button.
Tapped the wrong thing. There it is. Oh, Vicky, I appreciate the offer. Let's see. Yes, I love our ducks and guineas. Although Carter did complain last year because we had the guineas housed. Well, the guineas are housed with the chickens, but we had the mobile coop parked right behind their window. And she said the guineas sound like a car alarm going off. The way they screech. Do they wake you up?
I sleep through anything.
You do? Yeah, Carter said it was really annoying having them right outside the window, because they're kind of like, so it's like having a car alarm sitting out there. What else? Chris, if you're still watching, what else should we talk about? And what about you guys? What questions do you have? What's going on? Oh, I also talked about the fact that I'm going to be getting my garden planted this week if the rain breaks up when I'm at home, so I can get seeds in the ground.
It looks like Vicky goes to reenactment battles.
No, that's not Vicky. That's
Vicky?
Rebecca.
Oh.
Rebecca does their last name.
Oh.
The VS is for the last name.
I got a new car. Yes, I did.
Oh, yeah.
It's a nice 2009 Kia Rondo.
So she's been saving. So it was pretty exciting because Leslie has been saving up money to go to the internship at International House of Prayer in Kansas City. And what is the normal cost of it?
I believe it's $8,000 a year.
Yeah, it's about $8,000 a year, which is not bad for college. But they announced at the beginning of this year that they were offering some scholarships, and it would cover everything: room, meals, board, everything except for $100 a month was all you would have to pay for it if you commit to a year, and if you were awarded the scholarship. So she applied for that right away, and we had a long waiting game, and she kept saving up money in the meantime. And the car she was driving was dying. It was on its last legs. Like, I, as a mom, have been just holding my breath. Like, I hate to see her driving this car because it's so scary to me that it's just gonna, like, I feel like it's gonna be the Flintstone car, and she's gonna be pedaling her feet, and like the sides are gonna fall off and stuff. It's just in bad shape. And on May 15th, is that when they announced that you got the scholarship?
No, that was the day I had to make the first payment. Month April 15th.
Oh, so April 15th, they told her that she got the scholarship, and so all that money that she got to put into a car and replace the scary old car that was falling apart and get one that starts every time you get in it.
Yes.
It has working air conditioner.
The steering works.
Yes. So her old car, like the CV joint's going out, so it's like around the corner, click, 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 and the car's like doing like this. I mean, it was bad.
I got pulled over because it was driving so bad, and they thought it was drunk driving.
Yeah, but the fortunate thing was she only had a few miles between the house and work, you know, but it was still just, and so now I'm just, every time I pull in and see your new car, I feel so happy for you. And so
Yes.
that was such a blessing, and now you get to go to college in just 20 days.
Yes.
Okay, so I saw a comment about a garden. Mine is planted, but something keeps eating the sprouts. Birds, maybe? Maybe birds, but also maybe rabbits. Where are you, Cowgirl Jane? How country are you? Are you city or country? I don't know if squirrels will eat the sprouts. I don't know if birds will eat the sprouts. Birds, I think, kind of eat the fruit usually after things are growing. Somebody with more experience than me chime in. What do you think is eating Cowgirl Jane's sprouts?
Bugs.
Bugs, maybe. Bugs or squirrels, rabbits. Congrats on the scholarship.
Thank you. Scholarship is only for the first year, though, so hopefully they have something for the second year.
Right. But you know, who knows what door God's going to open. So we're not going to worry about that right now.
Nope.
No. Slugs. Ooh, lots of things. Oh, about 20 miles south of me. Oh, that's right. You're down in, you're down in Ozark County. I forgot. We talked about that last week. That's right. So around here, rabbits, squirrels, maybe?
No. Well, maybe.
Raised beds, and they leave a hole in the leaf? Or a hole, yeah, I guess a hole in the leaf. Maybe a bug, like a caterpillar or a moth or something like that. What do you have planted that they're eating? We're going to group think here.
Those moths that got into the house were eating my plants in my room.
Oh, no.
I mean, I killed all the moths.
Good.
So
Good.
they're fine now.
Good.
And my plants were fine. I didn't know if you wanted them while I was gone.
I didn't. You didn't leave any instructions, but they're succulents. You have a good cat and snake too, so hopefully they're keeping away the squirrels and mice. It might be bugs then. It might be a little bug just nibbling at it. Did you say what you had growing? I looked at Leslie. Nope.
No.
Um,
I have 2 non-succulents. I have
those things in the window.
the red one and the purple one.
Hole in dirt. Oh, interesting. Squirrels, maybe moles. Could be moles. Yeah, for sure. Kathy says, congratulations on your vehicle and scholarship.
Thank you.
Moles or voles. Yeah, we have, there's actually a really funny video where I was digging potatoes 2 years ago. And,
It ran between your legs.
yeah, it ran between my legs. And I screamed. And I think that might have been a vole. You have lettuce and a whole lot of variety. Slugs will leave a trail. I don't have a problem with slugs here. I haven't seen any slugs. So, I don't think we have a lot of slugs here in Missouri. I think it's more likely that it's a mole or vole or something that's digging like that, for sure.
On our property personally, we haven't had too bad of a bug problem, just in combination, I think, because of the chickens and the frogs.
Well, except for the squash bugs, which nothing will eat.
Yes.
Those things are nasty. My birds won't eat them. And then we had Japanese beetles, but the Japanese beetle traps worked pretty good. Yeah, but other than that, we had the tomato hornworms, but not too bad last year. They were pretty easy to control. Let's see. What else have you guys got going on? It's not too exciting here.
No, it's not.
I'm happy to be with you guys. I'm happy this is working. Many greens, beans, carrots, beets, cabbages, cilantro, etc. Oh, you're way ahead of me. I know, like on my leafy things, it was like flying bugs that would come in and eat and then leave. They looked almost like gnats. And so for something like that, you could use a cover, a row cover, and you can get netting and little hoops off Amazon or different places like that. Vicky says, still trying to get ground turned over between cutting grass and rain. Right, I know. Mine is I had it all last year, all cleaned out, and then by the time I got back this year, it had completely taken over my garden again. Let's see. Rebecca, what do you have planned for this summer? You're looking forward to summer, it says.
Pulling goat heads. What are goat heads?
I'm assuming that's a kind of weed because I'm not familiar with that term. Right? Because, I mean,
I don't
surely
know.
not real goat heads. She's talking about something growing that she's got to pull.
Probably.
And I think that's about it around here. If I had the money for raised beds, that would be the way to go. Yeah, I think what I'm going to do is, because my farm grows plenty of rocks, Missouri, we're really good at growing rocks around here, is I'm going to slowly over time build my beds up, just like by adding compost and mulch and whatever, leaves, whatever, and slowly raise it into raised beds and just edge them with rock or something that I can find. That's kind of what I'm thinking right now.
Well,
So did you see what she said
like,
about goat heads? She said they're weeds that leave nasty, unfixable punctures in your bike tires. They must have big thorns on them. So be careful pulling those.
Not fun.
What were you going to say, Les?
I was going to say that the raised beds won't stop weeds because of all the wind blowing the seeds around.
It does make them less susceptible to like grass and stuff coming in because you've got like this much dirt for it to grow up through. So it makes it a little more manageable. And when you get old like me, you don't have to bend over quite so far to harvest and work it. It's a little bit easier to work. Grace Junction in the house. What? Thanks for joining. Glad you're here. Near the end. We're getting ready to sign off pretty soon. We've been talking gardening. We've been talking plans. Leslie's getting ready to leave me in 20 days. How many more Wednesdays is that? 2 more?
2 more. And you only get me for 1 because I'm working 1.
Well, and we talked about last weekend that I had on Monday a homesteader, another YouTuber, homestead YouTuber gardening type channel, came up and worked in my garden all day, and I will have a video coming out, so be looking for that over the weekend. And there's another video coming out where Chris and I went to visit a channel that has a homestead business. So that video will also be coming out soon. Oh, you guys, I had the scariest thing happen yesterday. I was working on editing my other daughter, Carter's graduation video. And I had just taken my camera that I use for YouTube. And basically, I just had a bunch of clips that I didn't have a lot of editing to do other than just like butt them up together, and then I put a bunch of still pictures at the end that had been taken on the camera. And my external hard drive jiggled loose in the middle of editing, and it said that all of that footage was corrupted, and I couldn't figure out how to get it back. And I kept getting error message after error message, and it was horrible because I thought I lost it. But then I was like, well, at least it's the day of cell phones, because I'm sure she got pictures on her phone and all of that. And
like 80 other thousand people in town.
right, I'm sure other people had footage of it or whatever, but it was really kind of scary. And then I was afraid because it was telling me that the external hard drive was damaged and Final Cut wasn't wanting to work with it. So then I was afraid I wasn't going to be able to edit my other video because I dumped a bunch of video on it so that I could free up my little, what do you call those little discs you stick in the slot right there? Cards?
Yes.
SD cards. I wanted to free them up for Monday for the work we were doing in the garden, so I had dumped it all on that external drive, and I was like, oh no, what are we gonna do? But my genius husband came home, and he was able to find a folder on the hard drive called like original media or something, and it was all still there, and it was all intact, and he saved the day. So big shout out to Chris at Plan B Orchard and Farm on YouTube. He doesn't really post videos, but if you guys see comments, that's my husband. So thank you, Chris, for fixing it. All right. What time are we at? You're supposed to be checking time for me.
We are at
6:11.
4 minutes.
All right, so getting ready to close out. Hello, Plain Speaker. Thanks for joining. We are just about done. So you'll have to go back and watch it on the replay. For those of you who do watch the replay, the comments won't be available. Like, you won't be able to see the live chat until it takes a while for YouTube to process it. It should be up in about half an hour, and then the live chat comes back, and closed captioning also comes back. I also want to say thank you to my moderators for being here every week and for kicking out the bad guys as necessary. It hasn't been as much of a problem as it was, or else I just don't notice because you guys are so good at it. So thank you so much for doing that. Woo! Sorry, big yawn. Big yawn. And I'm looking forward very much to this weekend. I'm looking forward to getting seeds in the ground, starting with the Three Sisters Garden is what's going to go in first. And the homesteader brought me some veggies, so those are going to go in. And then I have some other seeds around here. We can still get some stuff in. And then I'll be, some of the stuff will be coming in the next month or two for a fall harvest. So I have actually heard that around here, fall gardens can do better than spring gardens because there's fewer pests and the weather's more predictable in the fall. So we will see if I have better luck with my fall garden than my spring garden.
Don't ask me any tech questions ever. I know nothing.
You knew what an SD card was?
True.
Yeah, but Chris really saves the day. Plain Speaker says, did I get rabbits from Living Traditions? I did. So I have a total of 6 rabbits. 2 of them came from Branscombe Farm in Arkansas. She also has a YouTube channel, and she does, and what I got from her were New Zealand Reds, a solid red and a broken red, and they are not registered, but they're pedigreed. So so their babies could be pedigreed. And then from Living Traditions, I got 4 New Zealand California Cross. They're white, and then a couple of them, I don't know what they call them. If they call them a broken white, they're like almost all white with like a couple black spots on their face. So I'm not sure what color combination that would be called. And those I'm going to be breeding actually very soon. So I should have rabbit bunnies in about a month. And so yes, and I did a video actually where they delivered them. So if you just go back about 3 or 4 videos, you should see it says I think it says like Rabbits from Living Traditions Homestead or something like that in the title. So you should be able to find it. And Grace Junction says, hey. Hey what?
Hey, hi.
I don't know, because she was already in here earlier. Right there. She just said, hey. And, yeah, I guess she's saying hi again. Hello. Hi. Were you gone? You came back? And Chickenlandia, you are so late because we are almost ready to sign off. And Vicky says, no such thing as spring in Missouri. Sure there is, but we just follow it up the next day by winter and then summer. And then you might have all 4 things. Grace Junction Homestead. If I scroll up here, it says you were here. We ask our kids the tech stuff too. So you were here. And it says, will do. Blessings to you and your family. Good to see you. So did you mean to switch over to somebody else's? Somebody else's? Oh, Royce. That's funny. Okay, I can't tell. I can't tell which of you is watching. That's hilarious. Well, hi to both of you. Yeah, that's hilarious. All right. Yeah, so we're just stopping off Chickenlandia, so make sure to watch on the replay. We basically today was just talking about what's going on our homestead and catching up with everybody. So I think is it past time now?
It is past time.
It's past time, so I'll let everybody say goodbye, and then we will go. Yeah, I had bad tech problems in the beginning. So I gotta figure out the MacBook and how to work it. I don't know how to do it without going live. I may just have to go live as a test sometime, which is Chris and I can do it from home.
Mm-hmm.
So, bye everybody. Good night. Have a great week, and we'll be back next Wednesday. I go live Wednesdays at 5:15 Central, which is 6:15 Eastern.
4:15, whatever the middle one is, and
Mountain,
3:15
and 3:15 Pacific. So we look forward to talking to you guys. Sometimes I have other topics, but tonight was mostly just what's going on the homestead talk. Bye.